Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Box Score Sports YouTube channel. I'm your host, Ryan, and what we are doing is we are going to be previewing every single NBA team to celebrate tip-off week in the NBA. We're going to have videos of every team's, hopefully 10 minutes or less, of our favorite moves, least favorite moves. We're going to talk about questions, concerns. We're going to predict whether they're a playoff team, a contender, a lottery team, or a play-in team. We're going to hit on all those and every single teams. But before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts on your favorite teams going into the season or on the team of each video that we will be posting. With that said, let's get into our prediction.
Previewing the Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics. We're going to talk about the Boston Celtics. 57-25 last year. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals where they lost the Miami Heat 4-3. It was pretty surprising, but the Heat did that to a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference. Let's talk about my favorite moves. This is kind of obvious. First of all, they killed the Porzingis trade. I don't understand how they got 2 first-round picks and maybe the most important player in that trade. I get that Marcus Smart was maybe the best player because of availability, but like everybody's looking for a big guy like Porzingis who can spread the floor and shoot the basketball. Not only that, but they also got like he can play some defense, especially like blocking, because he's just naturally, when you're 7'3" and you can block shots, and you're long, you can just naturally block shots. That's what I was trying to say. So they killed that trade, and then getting Drew Holiday, adding him to that starting 5, or him coming off the bench, whatever they decide to do with him. I think that's huge for them. I do. Having him, you can have White, him, Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis on the court, or Horford, whichever big man you want, and your defense is pretty good, pretty legit, probably switchable as well. So I think this offseason, Boston nailed it. They're going for it. I like that they got veteran coaches for Mazzulla there to help him as well, some assistant veteran coaches. So that good for Boston. Lee's favorite move, again, this is sort of a nitpick. I understand why they had to do it, but Brogdon, Grant Williams, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams are all gone. That's 4 players for 2, so your depth is going to hurt. So you're going to need some like Sam Hauser. You're going to need Braden Pritchard. You're going to need those guys to step up. And they probably can, or maybe they will. I'm not 100% sure. We'll wait and see. But that's still, you're chancing it because your depth is just not known right now. It's a little bit more unknown than it was in years past. But with that being said, you still probably do the trades. So this is sort of a nitpick, but I have to pick something. So that's sort of my least favorite move. Biggest question, obviously, I think, is there a leader on this team? Everybody's expecting Jason Tatum to be that leader, but it worries me that he hasn't become that yet. Now, that could be because Marcus Smart was there and it was like conflicting, and he was the clear leader when Jason Tatum came in, or you can't force someone to be the leader. That's the other thing I was going to say. You cannot force someone to be a leader. So does Jason Tatum have that in him? Is their roster top heavy? I think it is. So we need that depth, like I talked about before. The other thing I would say, is Holiday and Smart too similar? Holiday will have those games where he goes 4 of 18 shooting, where he's taking shots that you'd rather have other people take, or he kind of shoots at the beginning of the shot clock, like 16 seconds left on the shot clock, and he'll fire a step back mid-range jumper. Now I'm kind of interested to see if maybe it'll be a little different because he had to take a brunt of the load in Milwaukee that he will not have to do as a Celtic. But that gives me to another concern, a question I have. Who's going to be the ball mover here? Who's going to facilitate the offense? Who's going to be helping other people find their shot? Because that's one of the things I have to say that I'm most curious about when it comes to this team. Naturally, Tatum isn't like Tatum, you can ask him to do it, but that's not natural for him. Brown the same way. Porzingis is not going to be that guy. Holiday isn't. I think Smart is a better playmaker in that sense. So it's going to be interesting to watch who becomes that facilitator on this team, who's going to be the ball mover. Now, with all that said, my prediction for them, they are one of two contenders in the East. So they're going to be, I think they're in the final moments of the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. I really like the Celtics. And I want to say this about the Celtics. They may be the only team, in my opinion, that has an interesting enough roster that could potentially compete with the Nuggets, in my opinion. Now, everybody goes to Lakers, but I don't know about that. I don't think Anthony Davis is consistent enough. The way I would try to beat the Nuggets is try to make Jokic selfish. Now, he can do it in a game, but can he do it for an entire series? So can you just stick like glue to the other four guys and try your best to get in the way of those passing lanes? Now, he is a generational passer, maybe the best passing big man ever, so it may not work, but I'd like to see someone try that. With Porzingis, you might be able to be long enough to stop, get in the way of the passing lanes a little better. And just with the perimeter defense that they have with White, Holiday, Tatum, and Brown, I just think if they stick to the other four players on the court like glue and just have intense defense, it might make the Nuggets sweat a little bit. I don't know if they'd beat the Nuggets, but I think they almost have the best roster or the best optional strategy, or however you want to word it, okay, to play against the Nuggets. So that's my thoughts on the Boston Celtics. Let me know your thoughts on the Boston Celtics in the comments down below. Just let me know your favorite move, your least favorite move. Tell me your predictions. Let me know. Am I crazy about the Nuggets thing? I just think that I want to see a team to try playing them that way. Don't double Jokic. That's not going to work out for you. Let Jokic be selfish, because it is hard for him to be selfish. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X, and we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.